It's not hard to follow a trail of blood and
gross,
broken, lawn. But the first house you come across, you peer in. It's dark inside, but give me a perception check.
Natural 20.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha.
Doesn't like
the
that.
only person that isn't poisoned.
What?
River, it's easy to peer through large windows that no one has bothered to close the blinds on, although with the fog and the trees, the sunlight's not great. So peering into an otherwise darkened room is not the easiest task. There's no sign of people walking around. The room seems fairly empty. I am guessing, even though you've only really been conscious for a few days, that you can still identify a spray of blood on what looks like the front door.
On the inside? I don't see any body hairs or anything, just...
With a natural 20. Spray may have been the wrong word. Splatter. And it's tricky to get a good angle. So what you can really see from where you're at is more a large splat of blood on the front door, followed by a bloody handprint on what looks like a table, more blood on a chair, blood on a lampshade, and blood on a wall going up a flight of stairs to the upstairs.
River, what is it?
Whatever happened to the animals might have also happened to someone in there, but they would have gone upstairs, maybe, so they might be upstairs, but I don't know. Would they maybe need help? Could we help?
No, we're going back to the train.
I
No.
actually agree with Archer on this one.
We're going to go back to the train, and we're going to make sure everyone here is safe.
Thank you, Mr. Rhondo. That is very sensible of you. Let's go.
What if it was your family?
It is not my family.
But it's somebody's.
Right now, you guys are my family. And if we go in there and one of you gets hurt, that's on me, and I'm not letting that happen. So we are going back to the train and waiting until the tracks are cleared.
We can get off at the station when we get to the station, and we can maybe ask some questions before we start breaking into homes with bodies in them.
Okay.
I understand. I don't want to leave them behind either. I understand where you're coming from. I get it. But I don't think we can do any good right now.
Maybe your friend knows something about this?
I don't want to talk to the train anymore.
Okay, River, and Faena just goes and gives River a big hug. Like, it's okay. Here. It's
Okay. I'm just going to let myself be led back to the train.
Which you guys never lost sight of because the houses were not that far from it. After, an uncomfortable amount of waiting.
Looks at Faedan.
The tracks are clear. We're going to get moving here in a second. Yeah.
And the train pulls forward.
How does he do that?
Slowly. For about 2 minutes. Alright, everyone, can you just give us 1 second? We're gonna pause here and we're gonna move on in just a second.
Give us 1 second. We're gonna get going here in just a moment.
It
Go
stopped
one more
again.
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we at the
why.
station?
Looking out, you see train platforms.
Any people?
Nope.
I'm gonna walk up to an attendant.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just like speak with them
Yeah.
without anyone else around.
There's a moment that catches you off guard, Archer, as you walk up to a woman with blue skin, red irises, long pointed ears, and an ornate set of braids. And she turns to you, and after a moment, you see, like a septum piercing with a chain that leads to her ear, and some other decoratives, and you realize, not Auditor Dermot, just perhaps similar lineage.
Okay. Hi, excuse me.
Yes.
Is there someone I could talk to? Maybe you could relay a message.
Mm-hmm.
There's something happening in this town, and
Mm-hmm.
if it's possible to like warn, or if there's like an officer to go check things out.
You're asking for someone to investigate you're asking if we can get someone to investigate the town?
Or to like, I don't know. I don't see anyone on the platform. There's.
No. We're going to alert the company.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Yeah.
That's rough, buddy.
8.
8? It's not a hard check. This woman is terrified of something outside. We're gonna let them know.
Are you okay?
I'm fine. Everything's fine. We're just going to. It turns out we can't stop in Sweetgum, and we're going to just push on through to unclaimed water, and we'll make a stop there. Everything's. I promise you.
Okay.
Everything is fine.
Yeah.
We're just going to alert the company that we could not stop here, and we're going to keep moving.
Okay. If anything stops being fine, you would let me know, right?
If there was an emergency, I promise you we would let everyone know immediately.
Okay.
Give me a persuasion check.
Jesus Christ.
Still,
To get her to specifically tell you?
just to
He's
tell
a deputy.
Yeah,
He's
tell
a
him-
deputy.
Tell anybody.
He's got a
He
badge.
does have a badge.
10.
A little better.
I promise you, if there is an emergency, we will let everyone know.
Okay.
We are leaving, so there is no emergency, and everything is fine. And we'll just have to, any stops that are floating, we will have to do it in unclaimed water instead.
Okay.
And you guys,
Yeah.
we're gonna go. So we're gonna be setting off here soon. And as soon as she says that, and the train starts to move back. Give me a perception check.
This is a disadvantage.
Yes.
That wouldn't count.
Ooh, that's better.
Ooh, pretty.
15.
Not sure if it was better or worse
Oh,
to
no.
roll on this one. To roll well on
Oh,
this
dear.
one.
What do I see?
As the train pulls to the platform, you see out of the corner of your eye, you almost would have missed it as you turn away from her and head back to the crew. That you see up ahead, 2 train employees rushing to leap back onto the train as it's moving. And just real quick out of the corner of your eye, you see what looks the blood trail and the body that they pulled, it looks like, off the tracks.
And they pulled it onto,
The platform, away from the train.
but left it on the platform?
You rolled high enough, like, they kind of, like, tried to, like, tuck him away, but it was very clear it was a matter of get the train moving was the priority, not hide the body.
Can I see the body?
Yeah.
Does it look familiar?
Looks like a person.
But is a body on the platform or on the train now?
Oh, no. It's on the platform. They
Okay.
dragged it off the tracks.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're seeing what two train employees jumped off the train, grabbed what had stopped the train from continuing, pulled it off the tracks, and jumped back on the train so you guys could leave Sweetgum.
Okay.
And the train moves
Let's go back to the
past,
group.
out of Sweetgum, and back into the Duende Forest, leaving this town behind.
I don't like that.
What'd they say?
They said we're just gonna skip Sweetgum entirely and go to unclaimed waters.
I think that's better.
Yeah.
I think that's better, honestly. I know we touched a tree.
River's kind of curled up in a ball in the corner of a booth.
We touched a tree. We got to see the sights a little bit, and then, now we're heading to our next portion. Really, getting Uncle Moby to Mudolik is exactly where, we need to be focusing on, clearly.
Yes.
Right?
I
That's our focus here.
completely agree.
That's our mission, is
Yeah.
to
For sure.
focus on
Yep.
Uncle Moby.
Mm-hmm.
It's,
For sure.
but sightseeing is fun, too. Sightseeing. It's just some sightseeing.
Do you want
Faena
to?
puts a berry in her mouth to stop her mouth from talking.
I think we're all going to make sure we don't go on this train by ourselves anywhere. We're gonna at least keep a buddy system at least, so none of us are alone if anything happens. Okay, so there's no. If the train does anything that we don't like, at least there's someone else with us.
Right. Where's Willie?
That's what I've been asking all day.
I've seen him since yesterday.
You know
That's-
who might know a little bit about the town? The one person who had all the papers and stuff. The really smart person. The one who was with John.
Yeah.
Trouble.
We should check on John. He was hurt.
Yeah.
Someone did stab John.
Oh yeah, that.
What?
That's another reason why we should all stay together.
How are your friends, the hunter people?
Last I checked, they were fine. We could go. I mean, we could head back to our rooms.
Something about that too.
Yeah. We're gonna head back to our room.
Yeah,
That seemed like
Yeah.
a big hunt.
I did.
You know,
I
with
did
all
ask them.
The livestock and all the.
Oh, that stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna grab a bunch of croissants on the way back to the room. Just in the shirt. Like,
As everyone's
Are you
walking.
eating enough? Do you need?
I really like these breads.
I'm sure that there will be more, but okay.
As everyone's walking, heading back towards our room area, I'm gonna lean to Archer. That was not a hunt.
No.
There's no chance of that.
Something happened in that town, and I don't know what it's connected to. And a lot of people are dead. I think.
I mean, Rivers seems to have seen something, but they also hear the train talking to them right now. So
Yeah.
I'm not saying that they aren't having their feelings, but I'm saying that something's weird regardless.
Yeah. We've been on this job for like 2 days, and there's already so much happening. There's so much.
Yeah.
I don't know how to. Just trying to focus on the one thing we have to do, and is keep this guy safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
Look, I've gotten in a lot of trouble in the last week, and I'm trying to, be better at it, and I'm just going to stay quiet and listen, because I would like to not die, and I am accustomed to living because Tobi's normally there. and she's not. So I gotta listen to someone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And it's
fair.
not gonna be Faena.
No. Fair.
No offense to her, but
She's. We love Faena. We do. She's just not always. It's not always easy to be in a situation with her.
I don't know her that
Yeah,
well.
I know. I'm trying to.
Yeah, I think I've seen her like twice
Yeah,
in town, really, and interacted with her.
but you know,
So
you've seen it. We'll be there for you.
yeah, I appreciate
We'll
it.
be around.
I'm trying my best to do whatever you
Thank you.
tell me
Yeah.
to do.
For sure.
I would also like to, I've fucked up a lot, and so it's kind of one of those of like, okay, the way to not fuck up is to make it to judge you and testify, and so I'm trying to make sure that I make it there, because it's like finally there's a goal that I can actually achieve. So
Everyone makes mistakes, and it's mature to do right by them. You know.
yeah,
That's why we're here. Like,
yeah,
we're gonna get you there. Don't worry about it.
I appreciate it. I'll keep a beard on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep the beard, keep the hat.
Yeah. Shall I do an accent?
No.
No,
Okay.
you don't have to.
Just like deepen your voice, sort of like grumble a bit. Sound old.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, that'll work.
Is it better?
Better.
Better.
Yeah.
All right.
Or even like not even talking. You're just like grumble, you know. Yeah. A little bit, yeah.
I mean, it's not not like a gibberish thing, but just kind of like
Exactly.
old man noises. You know.
Old man noises.
That's. Or you could just use your regular voice too. That's fine. It doesn't.
No, I was
if
just
it's
thinking we don't
confusing.
have a lot of old men in town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You too.
Oh dear.
That slander. It's fine. I'm fine.
Every time that we walk by, as we're walking the cars, we walk by one of the megaphone horn things. I'm just staring at it, terrified, just like expecting it to constantly talk to me.
It's not going to talk to you.
You don't know that?
Okay. So, who does the spirit know about? The spirit knows about you. Spirit knows you have friends.
Mm-hmm.
Spirit says you're going to meet with them today.
I said in the morning, I think, and morning is
Fast dwindling.
yeah.
So, we're not allowed to go anywhere alone.
But I don't want to bring anybody else with me because I don't know. I don't want you to get in trouble because I don't know if the train's gonna want to keep me
Well,
around.
is there
or-
some place in the front of the train where I can go with you, but they won't necessarily know? Like,
Well,
I don't
last
know, an
time
empty...
you tried to go to the front of the train, you kind of got a really bad headache and didn't feel very good for a really long time.
Yeah, I know. Don't worry. I know. But maybe I can put on like a... I can use a scarf or something like that. That kind of worked when we had the whole smoke thing. I'll just put a really big scarf. I'll just do this. And then, I don't know. So the museum is where we're going?
Yeah, I think
Is there
so.
anyone
I
else who
don't-
could lead us to the museum? Or do you need to be there, like, alone?
I don't know. I don't want anyone. The train might be nice. Maybe if it's not gonna eat me.
The train
Or
might be
something.
nice. The train might be nice. The train wants a friend, is all you've...
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
all. So,
The train just wants a friend, right?
yeah. So maybe you
But
just...
it wants me to stay with it.
Well, that's not going to happen. So,
Don't say that so loud. It might hear you say that.
well, I don't think it knows who I am.
I wouldn't count on that.
Well, okay, but I'm just saying I could be hiding someplace, like, nearby. So, it thinks that you're alone, but you're not really alone. Do you know of any place like that near the front of the train? You've been the only one that's been up there.
I mean, there's the museum, but like, in order to get to the museum, you have to go on like the outside. There's not like another place to hide
So,
right
like,
there.
A sleeper car? Like a empty, like, our lounge? Or...
I don't think there's any lounges up there.
a storage thing?
Those are more. I mean, there's a couple, I guess, towards the back.
I don't know how trains work. That's the only kind of course I know. Sleeper, lounge, bar, restaurant.
Part that's on
storage.
fire.
Part that's on fire.
Yeah, the part that goes the smoke.
Oh, the locomotive.
Yeah, that part.
So maybe Archer and I can walk up there with you?
I don't know.
I mean, or you know what? Faedan can, because Faedan knows about it.
Faedan can.
Faedan can.
But yeah, maybe he could help.
Yeah. I just think that you need someone behind you, you know? Like, this is a very precarious situation.
I told it I would go up to the front of the train, but I don't want anyone else to get hurt or
And
scared, or I don't want.
You
or-
never said that you would be alone.
I guess.
So, we can wait in the car behind you. Or we can wait right outside.
But it's the train. It knows you're there. It knows where everybody is.
If
I
I'm
knew that there was a
outside
tall
of
one
the
and a small
train-
one in the bar car.
Okay, but if I'm outside of the train, do you think I would really know?
Yeah. It's a train.
Not omniscient.
I don't know what that word means.
It's not all-knowing.
Oh. You don't know that? I don't know that. We don't know that.
The train knows what's in the train, then, is what you're saying.
I don't know that. I don't know what it knows and doesn't know, except that it knows who I am, and I don't like that. But,
Oh?
maybe it knows who I am. Do you think it might know who I am?
Oh.
Why would it talk to me? And not you? Or Archer or Finn, because they're way smarter than me.
Maybe you should ask.
Maybe I should ask what happened in the town.
I mean, you can, but that's not really... I would think you want to find out who you are, but sure. All I know is we have to go up there.
Uh-huh.
So, me and Faedan, you're not going alone. Let me clarify. You're not going anywhere on this train alone. Mr. Rhondo said we can't do that anyway.
Why is Mr. Rhondo in charge?
Because he's the oldest, I think.
I don't know.
He is
Uncle
a
Moby's
kid.
pretty old.
He is...
How far have you guys walked at this point?
Pretty far.
I was like, this felt like a walk and talk, and I was like,
a
you guys
walk and
are
talk.
you guys are reaching, like, it's getting bad. The smell is getting unpleasant.
Oh.
We're just gonna turn around. Wait, are the guys behind us?
I mean,
Where are we going?
Did you keep following?
Oh, I definitely thought you guys had split off from the rest.
Oh, we did.
we
oh.
were
Oh,
heading
it's
to
a-
the,
It was a walk and talk where the front of
I
the
heard River and
conversation
Faena be like, we're gonna walk, and everyone, and then you guys kept talking to Uncle Moby.
Maybe we should catch up with them.
yeah.
I think
it was two separate walk and talks. We're like a
Okay,
car
there's
apart.
like a car behind. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we were going to the sleeper car essentially.
Yeah.
So
probably
if
past
we just got distracted and kept walking.
okay, then yeah, we probably need to either follow them or one of us needs to follow them at least.
How far are we from the secret Willy hiding room?
Where you walk? You at this point, I mean, you're coming up on it. It doesn't take
Okay.
that long to walk a straight line across the train.
Mm-hmm.
So
Are they?
I'm sorry. I think we were gonna maybe go talk to John and check up on them.
if you
Yeah,
guys,
that's true.
okay, then you guys would have split off earlier.
Okay.
Significantly earlier. You guys are about.
We just got distracted.
We got so
and kept
distracted.
Going. I was like, we should talk to John, and then I was like, so River, tell me about your feelings.
Give me a perception
Fuck.
check
Both?
with disadvantage.
Me?
Both?
Yes, both of you.
Oh.
got it.
Cocked.
How are you?
I got a 2 on my die.
Okay.
Well, I got a natural 1, so suck it.
You need more dice.
No, when it was cocked, it was an 11, and then you guys called it cocked, and it got offended.
Faena, give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, shit.
Oh no.
Oh, that was an 8.
By the time
Wait. I didn't saving throws. I add 2, so it's 10.
Ooh.
by the time you and River realize, like, wait, where are we headed? That acrid burning scent has already entered your sinuses again. And you can feel your head starting to throb.
River, I need you to make a decision. Are we going forward or are we going backwards?
You don't look like forward is a good option.
Well, my head hurts, but you need to talk to this stupid train.
Well, it's stupid. It can hear you probably, maybe.
It smells.
Again, it can probably maybe hear you. Be nice.
My head, really? It's the fumes. I've touched trees, so I'm going to feel a little bit more patient today. But
Okay, we can go back. Just give me just a second.
no, forward or back. So we're going forward? We're going forward. We're going to keep going forward. And Faena's going to keep going forward because now she's angry and stubborn.
You press on, with River now trailing behind you.
Yeah. A good ways, actually.
And
Half a
about
car.
you cross through another 3 or 4 cars that are just sleeper cars, empty because there's no one here.
Are we going to pass the one that I know that Willie's in?
Probably, technically.
You are you looking around now to check if you are going to pass it? You have passed it already.
Fuck.
And after another minute, Faena, you your head throbbing and pounding, you walk through a door and enter a train car full of really old looking but really deliberately positioned display cases and charts, tables, and it's really lovingly laid out. And as you're looking at them, all sorts of information diagrams and images about the locomotive and the train.
Great. Okay. And I'm gonna...
A moment later, River walks right in behind you.
Is this the museum?
Yeah.
This is lovely.
I know, it's nice. It's so cool. There's so many cool
It smells
things.
so bad in here, but it's lovely. What does this say? I can't read any of this.
Can I read any of it?
Oh, it's in commerce.
Yeah, I know. I'm just being
Oh, yeah.
a brat.
Can I read any of it?
Give me an intelligence check.
I want to read.
I'm just being a brat because Faena has a headache
Got
now.
16 on the die.
Things are finally starting to click into place of all the bits and pieces of words you've been pulling together and trying to grasp things. And I think at this point you're finally yeah, it's starting to make sense.
I'm kind of literate.
Yeah.
Kind of literate. That's
Kinda.
Yeah, you're getting to a point. There are some less common words, especially train vernacular, where you're that one's lost me.
Locomotive.
But
Do you see anything about Stoker?
I don't know. Let's try and find out. Let me look through all the stuff for something called Stoker.
sure. Give me investigation checks. Both can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you both can.
Is this gonna be with disadvantage or?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for you now.
Yeah,
just,
I know. I'm just.
trying to keep your eyes just from crossing.
I got a 6 on.
I just do so much better than you at all of these checks. I got a 2 on the die, so I got a 2. I'm so sorry. It's just been every
don't know
time
what I
that
got.
I'm like.
There's books and charts and diagrams. This place is truly full of information. And you kind of
take some of the books.
No, because literally they're the kind that are
Oh, gotcha. Like bound
to the countertops. Like you can like flip them as you're like looking through the displays.
Gotcha.
It's not on shelves. They're like, please read the books as you like spend time in the museum and flip through the things.
Gotcha.
And like big glass, and you see in the center is a enormous, very meticulously designed model of the locomotive, and you can see what the locomotive looked like when it was built.
Who made that? Does it say anything about who made that model? Like, you know, like created
The artist?
by the artist. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's on the menu?
It's
What's the name?
What's the name? What's the name?
it was created by an artist named Shirley Barrowman.
That doesn't help me at all.
Surely they're a great
Don't
artist.
know why it would.
I don't know. If the name was somehow Stoker, then it would have made sense.
Got it. So yeah,
Actually.
but the model has an enormous cutaway, and you can see how the locomotive works.
Oh, that's
and
cool.
all different parts of the train.
River's so into it, it's like kind of forgets that they're nervous about anything. It just gets really into like, look at that cool, and then this part. And
Yeah,
then
it's
this
full
part
of like
was,
tiny people.
How is the funnel, the speaker system connected?
Oh, can you
Since
see in the
see
diagram?
that.
The speaker system runs along the entire train of it's literally brass piping.
Where does it come from? Where does it originate from?
There is no original source. It is a long it's because it's not, you can see it's not electrical. It's not, or sorry, electrical. It's not a mechanism. It is a pipe.
But where would you like speak into it from is what I'm saying.
There are 4 places.
Okay.
There's the conductor's office, or sorry, the conductor's
Someone write this down.
office, the conductor's station, effectively. There's a conductor station. There is a train manager who runs, who has a station that is that's center in the middle. That you guys have actually like passed and just never really paid much attention to because it's just a car you walk through. There is also the kitchen, and there is a office. I keep saying office, but there's a station at the caboose, the very end.
Great.
And each of them doesn't so much. Each of them have an actual like set up. You can see in a little tiny person in a little tiny brass funnel in the model that it is specifically stationed that you can speak into it, and the sound will travel throughout the train.
Gotcha. How close is the locomotive to the conductor's office?
The conductor station.
Yeah.
The conductor station is the locomotive.
How far is the museum away from the locomotive?
3 cars. You are almost at the front of the train. However, finding this information took
I know, I was like,
so long.
Disadvantage.
You've been.
This is all the information I've wanted to get from like the first
So
time.
while you guys have been perusing the entirety of this museum,
It's really cool.
looking
It's a cool
for
museum.
2 or 3 pieces of information, you guys make your way over pretty quickly, actually, because their car is not too far from yours, and find just seated on a bunk, looking like hell, John Treble. Whitwer is also in that bunk. He is just moving from paper to paper, making little notes down, checking, cross-referencing them with books he's got, and just chattering away. And as you walk in the door, you see Treble looks at me and goes,
I toss a croissant at him.
"Oh, thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I appreciate that.
We got too many at the food cart.
I should have eaten more, so I'm appreciative. What's going on?
Coming in to check on you, just coming in to see if your friend knows anything about towns that have just emptied recently,
Like, where?
like Sweetgum,
Yeah.
maybe.
Aren't we supposed to stop in Sweetgum?
We were.
Oh, we
Yeah.
were.
We were.
And immediately Whitwer's like, excuse me? Please explain.
Something happened at Sweetgum. There are no people. There was a pile of livestock on the track, dead. and we
There was
didn't stop. We just kept on going through.
They also pulled a person's body from the track. I didn't. I was
Okay.
gonna tell you, but yeah, this is a good moment to bring it up.
So yeah, we stopped. When we stopped, we got off. We saw a body. I didn't see that one, but one of our people saw possible. No actual bodies, but
In Sweetgum?
yeah.
Terrible,
Looks like a
terrible,
house.
terrible.
There was an attack.
Yeah.
An attack. Are we sure?
Blood.
Tell me more about it.
Blood splatter. Going up the walls
In the whole town.
in this one house, but there's no people
Oh.
in the town anymore.
Oh.
So it may be the whole town.
That we saw. Maybe there are other people in their homes.
They could be hiding. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's possible. But
But we are convinced the livestock were the victims.
one of
some of them, yes.
Yeah, the livestock
Making sure.
and at least 2 people
Yes,
on the track and in a home.
in a home.
What do we know about Sweetgum?
No, I don't know.
I've never been there. I
Actually,
don't.
do I know anything about Sweetgum?
Give me a history check. And again, there's no reason for that to be disadvantaged with poison. I guess it's like
I mean,
I guess the idea being like, how easy is it to think about things?
It's all right. You didn't need it.
yeah. It's a 5.
5. You know that Sweetgum existed. As no, you know that Sweetgum existed as a town for longer than Sunburst Falls, because Sunburst Falls was a trading post called Sandel, whereas Sweetgum has been a town since it's existed. It was invented as a town, which made it easy for Pullman and Rot to go in and build a factory there.
In Sweetgum?
Mm-hmm.
So I would be familiar with who the foreman was?
Probably not a 5. Yeah,
You know they have one.
especially 2 towns over. Yeah. There's not a lot of reason for you to make correspondence with the foreman from other factories. You just run yours. That's more Ace and Rot's job.
Yeah.
Yep.
Don't know much about
Yeah.
Sweetgum at all.
Okay.
They've just... It's just an older town, older than Sunburst Falls, from what I know.
Any significant industry?
There's a factory there too.
Pullman and Rot?
Yeah.
Weren't we not allowed off the train in Bristol because of Pullman and Rot's factory?
It was more of the militia of the town wouldn't let us off because they were worried about another black and green attack.
But that was at Pullman and Rot in Sunburst Falls
Yeah.
as well.
So, we have a disaster in Sunburst Falls because of Pullman and Rot's factory.
Yes.
A disaster, no disaster in Bristol,
But
caution.
Extreme caution, yeah.
and some sort of disaster in Sweetgum, which also has a factory.
There was a white fog. I don't know if you saw it.
Chemical?
I don't know. Did you look
you-
out the
yeah,
windows
did
when
you
we
look out
were
the window?
stopped?
Not
I
really.
don't-
I've been working.
I look at John. Did you look out the window?
I mean, I looked. I just saw fog. I wasn't very concerned about it.
It didn't. As the sun hit it, it didn't go away. It stayed dense.
What did it smell like?
It's like acrid.
The fog smelled acrid.
Yeah.
Well, that would imply it's chemical smells.
Yeah, yeah.
No? Oh, he didn't roll it.
That's all you.
Oh,
That's all you, nature girl.
Meta.
no.
Metagaming.
I forgot about that.
Intriguing. Well, that would imply a chemical fog, which would have been why it wouldn't burn away. It was being generated.
Is that something that a chemical that would have been used in a factory? You think?
Potentially. Quite possible.
Or I heard stories about black and greens using chemical warfare.
Oh, you're talking about quietus.
Yeah.
Mm.
Are there others?
It's possible. Entirely possible. It would not be quietus.
Okay.
None of us would still be standing if it was quietus.
Okay.
But it's entirely possible. It could be something else.
Mm-hmm.
Is there a chemical that makes you just
Die?
Yeah.
Yes, quietus.
Well, I mean, like a wound open, like just bursting out of like anything
No,
like that.
not that I know of.
Okay.
It could be, yes. There's plenty of poisons and such and chemicals that will cause you to bleed from your orifices.
Okay.
Um,
Okay.
I don't know any of them currently being used as warfare. It's not to say that couldn't happen.
Right. Right.
You know, maybe we could ask. I saw the two that brought that body off the track. Maybe
Okay.
we could talk to them and see what else they saw.
Yeah. That could work.
I would like to go with you.
Okay.
I would like to speak to these person.
Okay.
More information is always helpful.
Okay.
Always.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trouble? Stay. John's like, sure.
Which direction do you think
Yeah.
we should go?
Investigation check.
That's cocked.
That's cocked.
It doesn't matter. That one's like so low.
It can
7.
always be lower.
It can almost always be lower.
7?
7.
Okay. As you make your way from first starting head to the back of the train.
The last place I probably saw them. Yeah.
Last place.
You would have been
They were
toward
ahead
the
of
front. Yeah.
Yeah, they were ahead of you originally.
Oh, okay.
But it's more a matter of like covering your, like keeping an eye out for everybody. You guys, I will rephrase. You guys are also closer to the back of the train. So in scouting, head all the way to the back, and then seeing no one, head back up.
I want to see them.
On your way back up, you do pass through the dining cars, seeing Han and Simba who are there, who look exhausted, and Simba does not look great.
Like, great.
Simba looks more tired than you would expect.
Was Simba the one pushing the... I don't know that, but...
Up top,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Simba, you would have seen. I think you both saw. You definitely saw. I think Simba was the one whose armor was scored and singed from the exposure to the chemicals. He is wearing. They are both wearing different armor today. But Simba looks kind of rough. And as you guys cross, they see you and like,
You all right, Simba?
Yeah.
You feeling okay?
Yes, if you're right.
Come on, Google Translate.
I'm okay. I got burned very badly on top of the train.
Oh no.
It's okay, but it cut through my armor, which is, it's ceremonial, but all the same, concerning. Not, so gonna have to repair that when we get home.
Yeah.
But I'll be all right. Just really, like, that was bad, and I am hurt.
I'm sorry about that.
How are you feeling since that?
Really sluggish.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Really sluggish.
it's a lot.
Oh.
So, but no sign of any more of it. So
Yeah.
Yeah. And you didn't take a step outside when we stopped for a second?
no, we were asleep actually.
Oh,
Like we had
okay.
just gone to bed.
Okay.
And so, it's like, sorry, what kind of cloud?
Black smoke, sort of like almost tendrils
In the car.
in
Yeah.
one of our cars.
Remind
yeah.
me, did you guys tell Whitwer about
I
this
thought
already?
we did.
I think you did too. It's like, right, the same one.
Yes.
Yes.
Same one that got them. Yeah. Got it.
Interesting. So it not only was it poisonous, it also was acidic.
Well, that was on top. Was this black ooze?
Who is this? Who are you? And Whitwer was like, oh, hello, my name is Whitwer. You don't have to.
Oh.
Whitwer speaks Grentish fully, and it's just like talking directly
nerd.
to them.
I'm sorry, Faedan.
Yeah. It's like they introduce themselves. He's like, oh, from Grumbashlik. He's like, yes, interesting to find you so far away. And it's like, they're like, yes, we're we're going on a hunt. He's like, like,
Can make an insight check on that.
yeah, if you want.
Is this disadvantage? Is this one?
Inside?
Yeah.
Insight perception.
I'll do disadvantage. I'm just want to
I don't
clarify.
mind.
I think it's case by. I think it is a little case by case. I think this is a little bit. Yeah.
9.
9. He's not really trying to hide it, and this is almost not the first time I think you've seen it on this train. You've noticed people from Jandu don't like people, or make like there's a bit of a side eye towards people from Grumboshlik, or at the very least Han and Simba.
Jondins have side eye to Grumboshlik.
Seems like it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Discourse.
Right.
Geopolitical conflict.
He's like, yes,
So
of course, glad that no harm has come to you as well, or your partner here, but interesting, very. It's like, and both of them just like, yeah. So, I mean, did you get something for the sluggishness, the poison?
Yeah, we stopped by at the factory. Are you feeling any sluggishness or just pain?
Just pain, just from the burn. I'll
Okay.
be okay, I think. Just
I might have a
sucked.
salve for that. Can I check my med kit?
Do you have it with you,
I would.
or is it in your
I
car?
think at this point, I would carry it with me.
Okay. In your back
you're smart.
pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's like, sure, and he like takes the time to like unbuckle like the greaves on his leg and show you, and it's just like yeah, it's a pretty nasty burn.
Okay.
I'll
I'll hand it over.
chemical burn.
Chemical.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you would know. You don't even have to roll.
Would.
Yeah, it's very clearly a chemical burn.
Okay. I will hand some of the salve to their partner
Oh, yeah. Oh, thank
to
you.
apply.
Yeah, Han's like, thank you, I appreciate it. Yeah. Then they like kind of like in the dining car, kind of like rebandage Simba's wounds for a bit. The whole time, like Whitwer looks a little impatient to be bothering talking to them.
Yeah. Okay.
But but they wrap it up, and thank you very much because that's very kind of you. Honestly, it's like another hour and a half before you find the two guards, the two train employees who were moving the body, and you do see both of them, full-grown orcish men, who both wearing the same train. One of them does have longer braids that have been pulled up, tied back, and the other one, his hair is braided in two very thick braids that just fall down the length of his back. He doesn't have them tied up. And as they both see you, or as you approach them, they're like, "Can I help you?"
Yeah. If you don't mind, I just we have a couple questions. I noticed you two, when we were stopped at Sweetgum, pulled something off the track. And I was hoping you could give us more insight as to what you saw at Sweetgum.
Give me a persuasion check.
Is there?
Disadvantage?
Can I help him at all?
You can.
Okay.
What do you say to help? Or how do you help?
How do I help?
Yeah.
Uh,
It's not just an action. You got to role play the help.
okay. Yeah, I don't know what I could say to convince him, so I don't know if I can help.
It's okay.
Because you were the only one that saw the body, so.
I mean, you can also just ask. I'm just saying, for game mechanics for the worst of times.
Yeah.
If you want to help someone, you have to tell me how. You can't just be like, I want to give the help action.
My thought was that I was like just intimidating somehow, like just like
Faedan's
we know,
intimidating?
like
To the orcs.
Like,
just standing behind him, saying like, give us the answer with my eyes, but not like, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. That's totally something you can
Yeah.
do. Yeah,
Okay.
sure. You have advantage.
Sure.
Or you can neutralize your disadvantage.
Straight roll.
Both persuasion.
Huh?
Both persuasion. I thought we not.
you said
That's
you
fine.
don't
That's
have
fine.
to do it.
Fair enough.
So advantage.
Keep me
by case.
keep
So
me
advantage.
honest on my
Okay.
or keep me consistent.
Wow. Natural 1 and
Advantage was nice.
Advantage was really nice.
12.
There was a it seems that before we had arrived, there was an accident on the track, and in order for us to continue moving, we had to remove the obstruction.
The body.
Yeah.
Give me an intimidation check, Faedan.
I was gonna say, was that
Fane's
just a
doing
random guess out of the middle
we're
of
not-
nowhere?
And we're not just talking about the livestock.
We already said body, so
No. I get what Kirk's trying to give him advantage.
Yeah. Did he do it?
Yeah, you can nullify it.
Yes. Okay. That a 9? That's a 9, right?
Yes.
Okay. So,
Plus?
with intimidation,
Mm-hmm.
it's plus 1, so 10.
10.
Could be worse.
It would seem that someone had thrown themselves, a resident of Sweetgum, had thrown themselves on the tracks. And it would seem that no one noticed. So we attempted to move their body as respectfully as possible. But we needed the train to continue, and it was decided by management that we would not be stopping in town anymore. So we cleared the way for the train, and we are continuing to unclaimed water, where we will pick up any business that was left unanswered.
Management, the conductor?
No. Rot, Underwood, and Maine has management like on the train constantly. There is a train manager.
There's a manager on the train.
Yes, they handled the business fares.
Okay. Is there a reason why we didn't talk to anyone at the platform and hand the body off? 'Cause I saw you guys just place the body down and then quickly jump on. There seemed to have been no communication.
It was decided by management that we were not staying.
Okay.
I cannot tell you more than that,
Okay.
unfortunately.
We saw some fog in town. Do you know if that had anything to do with the...
I don't.
Is that normal?
Is that not normal?
we don't...
We've never been to Sweetgum.
We're from, being from Jondu, I don't really know what the weather is like here in the mountains. I've seen fog on our travels, so it didn't occur to me to be anything unusual.
Right, you were out in the...
We
you
stepped out.
smelled the fog. It didn't smell like normal fog, right?
I'll be honest with you, all I could smell was the smoke from the train.
Ah, up in the front, probably. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
The livestock that were
Yes.
piled up before.
Yes.
Did they also throw themselves onto the track?
I can't speak for that one. I feel like I cannot tell if you are attempting to imply something about the man.
No. I'm trying to figure out. It seems strange. I'm not. It all seems strange.
Yeah.
And I don't know if you have answers that you're trying to keep the passengers safe. I'm just a curious person. That's all.
We have been instructed to not speak about what happened, but I don't have a lot of information regardless.
Okay.
So if someone said, hey, check, we have to stop, go remove someone from the tracks. And unfortunately, to be very blunt, it's not the first time that has happened. That's just a hazard.
Yeah.
Sometimes people get caught on the tracks. I don't normally see people throw themselves.
Did they look old, young?
This, I would say, middle-aged. I don't know for sure. Pointed ears, so maybe of elvish lineages.
You said this is not the first time you've seen this happen. Was there anything?
I mean, we've seen people get caught on the tracks.
Yeah.
Normally, though, we're not supposed to say this, but normally if you get caught in the tracks, the thing that kills you is getting hit by the train.
Yes.
This person, we stopped ahead of time. They were already dead. It looks like they dove off the platform with some intent, and their head collided with the rails.
Okay. So, as far as you could tell,
I mean, it's possible they fell, I will say, but
there didn't seem to be any other reason they would have died. No, like, puncture wounds, no gashes.
I didn't take the time to examine the body. I saw an enormous hole in their head and pulled him off the rails where his head had collided with the rails. Not to be gruesome, but it seemed pretty obvious what had happened.
Yeah. That's fair.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I don't have much more information than that.
I'm gonna look at Whitwer. Has he been just
The whole time.
okay?
When you were out on the track,
Yes.
is there anything else that was weird? Anything else that was weird?
I'm so sorry. Are you two investigators?
I'm
3?
We're curious. We're very curious because we haven't been on a train before. And
I can assure you this is very uncommon.
Okay.
And by uncommon, I mean I have never seen anything like this happen before. I promise you that WUM runs a very tight ship, and I would like to tell you that every journey goes off without a single problem. This is a bizarre time, apparently, between not being allowed off the train in Bristol and whatever is happening in Sweetgum. This is very uncommon, very rare, never heard of.
And that's-
WUM is a pleasure to ride on all the time.
right.
This is I promise you,
No, and
this is strange.
And that's there's been a lot of strange things happening, and I personally am trying to figure out if there's a thread between all of them. That's it. I'm investigating it. I'm not an investigator. I'm just a guy. I own a bar.
I'm just a guy.
I sincerely hope that there is, and that this is just not a string of terrible things happening.
That there's an underlying thread is what you.
I hope.
there- Okay.
Because it would be nice to be able to explain it. Because
Okay.
because this job is wonderful. WUM is wonderful to work for. We take pride in the train services and our journeys, and it is unsettling. Of course, you would be curious as to what is happening.
inside check.
Does he really like his job? Or is he an underpaid worker like the rest of us?
Roll it.
Inside. Wow. Okay, both 12s. 16.
16. His name tag says his full name, Attendant Shu. And he is 100% genuine. That he loves this job, and it is very important to him that you do not think that this company runs like this.
Okay.
Yes. As soon as you suggested that like this was your first time on a train and this was your first impression, he jumped to be like, this is not how things work.
Yeah.
I promise you. This is very strange. Everything, these trips are always wonderful. We strive to ensure that your journey and your time on our train is A pleasure.
Thank you for choosing WUM. Now you have choices when.
You don't.
don't.
There's literally only one
Just
trade.
the one.
You have.
don't.
We know you have 0 choices, so we want to make sure that you are happy with the one you have.
Yep.
Yeah, he's 100% serious.
Okay.
If you have more questions, you can speak to the management.
Great.
Yes.
Sure. Who's the manager?
Her name is Carol.
Carol.
Okay.
Yes.
Management.
Yeah. Okay. And then I'll just look at Woodward. Like, do you have any questions?
No, I'm just here. I'm paying attention. My goal. I gather information through observation more than interrogation.
Okay.
So thank you, Shu. Shu was like, "You're welcome."
And we were just talking to Shu, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
I assumed there was one other person there just standing, like nodding.
He was. Yeah. Give me an insight check.
Oh, sure. Oh, 15.
Okay. 15. You see his name tag says Attendant Hong. And you notice that he 15 insight, his eyes glassed over a few times. It's possible that not everyone on the train speaks commerce. Because this is a train from Rhondo.
Right.
So it's the impression you're getting is that he wasn't quite following everything. So in the museum, after we finally find that information, looking for where the conductor's office is, because she's following the
Piping.
the brass, the talking pipes. You see that the conductor's station is at the top of the locomotive. There are 3 people who traditionally work in the locomotive. The conductor's station is at the top where he can see everything coming. The stoker you see listed as a position. The stoker's job is to feed the anathracite into the engine. And finally, there's a man whose job is to operate the brakes. And they have 2 separate sections in the locomotive. The locomotive is enormous. So they each have their own small working room where they stay. And I believe I said you are about 3 cars behind the locomotive.
So I think we found our soaker.
They said the Stoker man wouldn't talk to it anymore.
Sounds like company drama, honestly, but maybe we should go and talk to them? Or what time is it? Don't you need to talk to?
I said I would come. I said I would come to the museum, and we're here, and I don't understand or know what to do.
And no one's talking to you now.
Like perks near up.
You haven't heard anything.
Nope. Oh no.
What?
Has every time I've heard the train been at night, or has it been during the day as well?
Roll me an history or insight check.
What's the DC?
We'll say it's 12.
We're gonna do insight.
Okay.
I know my wisdom score now. Okay, 12.
Yes.
7 on the die.
Well, at least it's not a natural one.
And you rolled insight?
I rolled insight,
Okay.
and my wisdom is a +5. Please.
You heard it last night.
Mm-hmm.
You heard it throughout the night. That's the time that it specifically was speaking to you. But it was daytime in Sunburst Falls when you first heard a voice.
Okay, so yeah. I don't know. I thought maybe it was time of day, but I don't think so.
Well, maybe it needs to think you're alone?
I mean, it talked to me when we were walking yesterday, and you didn't hear it. Well, it was breathing. You didn't hear it breathing.
I don't hear any breathing right now.
Well, neither do I.
maybe
Should I try talking to it directly, or should...
you should try talking to it directly.
I don't really want to.
I'm right here, and I'm gonna hold River's hand.
Ah, shit.
I'll be right here. It's okay. If it's gonna trap you, it's gonna trap me then. I guess it'll be 2 stokers for it to talk to.
I'm gonna kind of look towards the front and find the little brass horn thing that's in the front. I don't know what to say.
Say hello.
Hello, 724 friend.
Is that the train number?
Yeah, that's its name. It said that's its name.
Oh.
Was it 24 or 34? I definitely didn't write it down wrong. I don't know what you're talking about. 734. Hello? Okay, now I feel crazy.
Okay, you're not crazy.
I did talk back, I promise.
I believe you. I believe you. You said it as soon as we got on the train, so, you know. I don't know, maybe I need to hide or something like that. Maybe, you know.
I don't know. Maybe this was dumb. Maybe we should just go back.
Okay, we can just...
Help.
Did I hear that too?
Okay.
Help.
How?
Is it talking to you?
It said help.
Help.
Help how?
Come to the boiler.
What, boiler? I'm gonna look at the model again.
That's where the Stoker Man's supposed to be.
Oh, shit.
That's where the Stoker Man works. Help.
It wants me to go to the boiler. Where the Stoker Man is supposed to be.
I guess we really are becoming stokers.
I guess.
Tell him we'll be on the way.
I guess we're going to the Stoker room.
Come quick. You head out of the museum car. 3 cars down, you get to the locomotive. It is hot. Like the smoke is filling it. It's so hard. Your like eyes are starting to cross and water. Your head hurts so much, and the nose burns.
I'm just holding on to
so-
River to lead,
Yeah.
most likely.
The vestibule does not lead as you walk out and see the back of the engine, and you can feel the heat. You can smell the smoke. The smoke is clogging, and like it's not just above you. It's overwhelming the train car as it like descends on the first few cars.
River, are we there yet?
I'm working on it.
River, I can't see.
Hold on.
Out of the vestibule, there's no doorway to the locomotive. Instead, it is a walkway that goes out and around that has been melted and warped over time. But it's walkable carefully as you go around. I need acrobatics checks from both of you. This is with disadvantage.
Both of us?
Oh, sorry. Disadvantage for you because you're poisoned.
Oh, me holding on
blinded.
to River is
Yeah.
not going to be
Enough?
enough.
No.
Yes. I'm also holding on to you. You're not just holding on to me. If your
No,
grip
I know.
loosens, mine
That's
is
why
still
I was
there.
like...
Let's roll.
11 plus 12.
Natural 2.
No.
You like holding on to this fragile and like worn out metal railing that you think from like where the thicker ends looks like it started out about that thick around and is now about in certain areas about as thick around as Faena's pinky finger, where it has worn and corroded over time as you walk the metal platform underneath, ricketing as you step. As you come around the train, smoke billowing past you, just falling from the smokestack and overwhelming you, just washing down in the heat and the burn, and you can feel it burning your skin and your eyes. And as you pull yourself along the railing, everything rattling against you, it's deafening, and you have to shout over it to hear each other when the railing and you blinded feel River fall open your eyes just in time for the smoke to enter them. Everything is black except for you see River fall off and take with your hand with her. And that's where we have to end this session.
Oh shit, I'm sorry.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh. You know, no one falls off of a wagon. I'm just saying, if they had taken the wagon instead, things maybe, there would have been at least less, environmental danger from the machine that you're traveling, from the vehicle. So, oh no. River's tough and all, but I don't know if anyone can survive being thrown from a train. So, let's hope that Faena is, she's lifted River once before. I don't know what's gonna happen. It's one of those oh shit moments. So, thankfully, Celestar is still in the train. Thank you, Celestar. Stay in the train. Stay where it's safe. See, if they brought Celestar on here, then we would have almost lost a character and a mission. A quest. Sorry. Okay. We gotta get ready. We gotta get ready for the next episode. The next session, because it's gonna be intense. Oh my god. Okay. Alright. It's gonna be very intense on these. The worst of times.